Several weeks ago, we had a contact come through from the Uecker family, and they said, hey, Dad, Bob was a rider. He loved Harley Davidson. We have his bike that he rode, and we're wondering if you'd be interested in having it on display at the museum for a period of time. And of course, we were like, oh my gosh, the opportunity for us to have that bike at the museum was, a chance of a lifetime for us as an institution, as a museum. And we said, of course, we would love to have that bike. And so we work with them. We got it turned around quickly. And right now we have Bob's a 93 lowrider on display at the museum. We just opened it last week. It's going to be running through March. And we are terribly excited to have it. And we welcome fans and enthusiasts for Harley Davidson and the Brewers and Bob Uecker, of course, to the museum to see it.
A 93 lowrider.
Yeah.
What is special in particular about that motorcycle?
Well, it's a great road bike. It's a classic road bike for Harley enthusiasts. But of course, the thing that's really remarkable about it is the paint job that Bob had done on the tank. It's a custom job, calling out his number as a player, number 9, and just a salute to Harley Davidson and to his appreciation for the brand and his appreciation for everything Brewers and baseball. It's just wonderful. It's a terrific bike. People will love to see it. And I mean, it was Bob's bike, for gosh sakes. It's wonderful.
And you bring up a great point that I feel like every Harley I have ever seen has something custom on it. It is an extension of personality and identity and individuality. So to know that Bob, of all things, I'm entertained that he had his player number on there.
Yeah.
Especially because it was just the butt of so many jokes.
Exactly.
Yet it's sense that he's proud of that and wanted to make sure that was part of his Harley.
Absolutely. And, he rode it in the Milwaukee area in Wisconsin. He even had it shipped to Arizona, where he was able to ride it around, in the beautiful scenery in the state of Arizona. And he appreciated sharing it with other riders within the baseball community. I mean, he's everything that we would have ever thought he would be as a person, as an engaging person and an enthusiast for the brand, an enthusiast for the riding experience.
What other pieces are on that motorcycle that make you go, oh yeah, that's a Uecker motorcycle, in addition to that paint?
Well, it is about the paint.
Yeah.
And you'll see it when, if you come and see this bike, you will immediately know it has a special place, a special exhibit at the museum, but it is really all about the bike and all about Bob. And the thing about Harleys, people can customize them a lot of different ways, but some people, having a tank custom painted is a unique thing for folks, and just the riding experience is really what he appreciated about the brand and about our motorcycles.
Was there anything surprising when this motorcycle arrives and you unpack it? I have to think everybody kind of gathered around, or was it a very one-on-one situation with you as the chief curator?
Yeah, it was a very one-on-one experience.
Yeah.
The family brought it in, and it's just such a unique, if I can say. So I'm a Cubs fan.
We're sorry. We're sorry.
I'm not. But, I was brought up as a National League kid by my father, who grew up in Long Island and was a Dodgers fan. And the Dodgers moved to L.A., and then he moved to Wisconsin, and the nearest National League team at the time was the Braves in Milwaukee, and then the Braves moved to Atlanta. And so the next closest National League team at that time was the Cubs. And so I grew up that way. The Brewers became, of course, a National League team later. They were American League. But I kind of think I have the best of both worlds, because I can follow and cheer for the Cubs, but I also follow and cheer for the Brewers, right? And so for me, it's a double win. And I think, locally, nationally, Bob is such an icon, right? he was such an icon in broadcast for baseball. I mean, nobody could hear his voice and not appreciate maybe not the Brewers, but the sport of baseball and his love for it. And so the fact that we can tie these two things together is just incredible for us.
I love that. And were there any other moments with the family that maybe they said, this is one of the reasons Bob wanted a Harley, or they wanted to make sure that it was here back in Milwaukee?
He's a Wisconsin guy. He's a Milwaukee guy. And he just was dedicated to the brand, like he was dedicated to the community and the great state of Wisconsin.
Getting people up to the third floor at
Absolutely.
the Harley Davidson Museum, you can see Ueck's Harley. Did he have a name for the Harley? I wonder.
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. He may have.
But and how else is it surrounded in the exhibition? Is it just kind of standalone and stand around it in awe?
Piece. It is a standalone piece. It's a focused piece. I mean, there's a great image of Bob sitting on the bike, and then the bike is right in front of it. I mean, you can't look at it and not appreciate who he was and what he brought to the sport and Harley Davidson and Wisconsin.
So Ueck, iconic. His Harley is on display at the Harley Davidson Museum, you said, through March.
Through March.
Plenty of time to go visit during the postseason. Yes. I assume we can't touch it. I would say don't rub it for good luck so that we can get to
do that.
You got to stay a good distance, take a photo, but just don't touch it. But I love that it is here, and it is important to know that it's a limited time. I think it should be there forever, but there's that sense of urgency.
You say that. I can't say that, but that would be wonderful.
It would really fit in. It would fit in with Evel Knievel, and it would fit in with another bike that we'll talk about in just a couple of minutes.
That's great.
An Elvis Presley motorcycle that is also at the Harley Davidson Museum right now. Stay with us, continuing the conversation with Chief Curator at the Harley Davidson Museum, Bill Brewster. Stay with us on What's on Tap. Elvis Presley was a Harley rider. And you know how I know? Because Chief Curator of the Harley Davidson Museum, Bill Brewster, is with me right now. And Bill, tell us about Elvis's Harley that you have on display.
Well, Elvis's Harley. I mean, so that's part of an exhibit that we have right now, a temporary exhibit called This Is Me. And it tells the story of 6 riders, 6 Harley riders, and their bikes, their stories, their personal stories. That integrate with, motorcycling with Harley Davidson, but also how they overall engaged with the brand and how that fit so much with themselves and who they were. And obviously Elvis stands out. I don't mean to say that to diminish the other 5 riders who are presented. They're all wonderful, incredible stories that visitors will appreciate. But Elvis. Okay, so this was the second or third, it seems like there's some questions, second or third Harley Davidson that Elvis owned. But it's the first.
So he liked him. That's good.
He loved him. He loved the brand.
What kind of motorcycle is this?
It's a 1956 KH, which is a V-twin, which is a larger bike. But it was also the predecessor of the Harley Davidson Sportster, which was one of our iconic models, of course. But what happened is that Elvis in 1955 signed with RCA Records. And so that was his first big record contract. And so he splurged. And in January of 56, he bought this brand new 1956 KH. We have it on display with the bill of sale and also several really rare Elvis artifacts, a jacket that he wore early during one of his movies, and also one of the earliest playbills from an Elvis show before he was a star. He's the last artist listed on the playbill, which is incredible. I mean, they're just amazing pieces. People who love Elvis, people who love Harley Davidson will want to come and see this piece and everything else we have on display.
Yeah, that early Elvis memorabilia. That's wonderful because you're talking to a woman who loves Elvis. I used to have Elvis birthday parties annually. So this is my wheelhouse.
You need to
no
come,
pun
Sandy.
intended. So I need to come see the Elvis motorcycle, and we all need to go see the Ueck motorcycle on display at the Harley Davidson Museum through March. Bill, what's the best way to plan your trip to the Harley Davidson Museum?
Well, you can go to the website. You can go to the Harley Davidson Museum website and find out all the information you need to know about our hours, the way to get to the museum, the admission price for ticketing. It's all there for you. Go to the website, find your way to the museum, come and visit us.
He is Chief Curator of the Harley-Davidson Museum. Bill Brewster, thank you for all that you do to preserve motorcycle culture and this essential Milwaukee history. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy.
Have a great rest of your evening. I look forward to our next visit and to seeing the Uecker bike.
Sounds great.